don't know the song, but yeah, I'm ready.
Uh, yeah, well, welcome to the Couch on Fire podcast.
You know, because you cold open me all the time, when when I when I if I do a podcast with someone else, like a guest or something, I cold open them, and now I know the enjoyment that you
Yeah,
have.
right? It's a lot of
Like,
fun.
I'm sitting there, they're just talking. I'm like, yeah, we've been live for 30 seconds, and they're like, oh shit,
Oh, my bad. Like, no, just break the tension now. Relax.
Ah, well, Alex, happy New Year.
Happy fucking New Year, dog. New
Two
Year, new
thousand.
me.
Oh, that's a dumb saying. 2019. Oh my gosh, I remember when we graduated. I remember when I was a child. 2019. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, we're a year out from the roaring 20s made manifest here in the 21st.
Yeah, that's true. Like decade wise, I mean,
We're
we're
about
gonna
to
be
be
in
in
the
the 20s,
20s.
homie.
I compare. See, so how I do it is like I compare like I was born in like 1886. We're like in 1919. Kind of thing. And that's how I compare like 1986 when I was born, and now we're in the 2019. So it's like I don't know. It's just weird. I have a weird process with that,
Yeah,
but
like how it stacks around the
yeah,
century marker. Yeah.
yeah. So it's just that's just crazy. That's crazy. So what are your goals for this year? What's happening?
Uh,
What new you, new me, right? Or what? No, no, no. What? you, new you. What? I can't
new
say it.
year, new me.
No, that's not how you say it. New year, new you. What? How? You
New
literally
year, new
just
you,
said it.
me.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. How you gonna? What are you doing? What are you doing with
I want to
your
publish a game
2019?
this year. I'm going to publish a game this year. I keep futzing around with new ideas and stuff, and
Yeah.
steadily working on the one that isn't the new idea. uh, Basically, it's like car, soccer ball, super monkey ball, and then there's going to
Yeah.
be a battle mode. That's it.
How? So that's just
That's
that.
yeah.
That's
That
it.
that's going to be the one I'm most likely to release this year. Um,
Okay.
I'm pulling up the micro journal here to actually figure out what my legit New Year's resolutions are.
Well, I I mean, I think let's just like I think I don't know when it started, but
Oh,
I feel like
that
I don't
might got
know.
awfully close.
Did it? Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I'll back it up.
No, no, you're cool, man. That was fine.
Okay.
I was just trying to make
Well,
jokes.
I don't know when. I mean, obviously, I guess New Year's resolutions have been around for decades, but it's just kind of like the number one thing you hear all the time is lose weight, and then people just give up so easily. So like, at one point, when did it become like so hard to just hit the reset button and just actually do that shit?
There are so many counter claims in weight
Yeah,
loss and everything. Everybody's trying to make money there. 100% of it's marketing. It's all bullshit. Just fucking count your calories and export more work than you're taking in.
yeah,
That's what makes you lose weight. Weirdly, Ari and I started an exercise regimen, not as attached to one of my resolutions. I don't think it's attached to one of hers either. We're just doing it.
it just happened to fall on the.
Yeah, yeah. Like we're like, fuck it, let's start an exercise regimen. So every night after Marco goes to bed, we'll do some calisthenics out in the living room. We even bought yoga mats the other day at Aldi's for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice. You know, if for some reason those yoga mats didn't work out, Five Below has some really good yoga mats. You ever been
we
to Five
spent
Below?
$10 on ours, and they're like a little better than the
Oh,
ones at Five and Below.
okay.
A little
Yeah.
bit. Wasn't a
I
big deal.
for some reason I was assuming they were like 20, but
Oh
ten
yeah,
bucks
no,
that's
fuck
that's
that.
cheapest. Yeah, yeah. $20 for two. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
So all
I'll
right.
spend that.
So you're doing the workout thing, but that's really not a New Year's resolution, but it just
Nope.
happened to fall on it. But
Yeah,
you wanna publish your game. That is the
yeah,
main.
yeah.
That's all.
There are three in work right now. There's that fucking weird, massive Civ thing. I describe it differently every goddamn time I talk about it, but
Yeah.
just Caravan.
Yeah.
Think roguelike,
Mm.
Final Fantasy Tactics. on a hex grid.
Okay.
There's some light city building. There's some RPG elements, obviously, because the tactics action. But like, there's this whole in-depth back end to characters. I think the final count was somewhere north of 6 billion possible character combinations, and
Oh my
that's
gosh.
not accounting for certain factors yet. And I've got to figure out how to code all that shit, and I'm like, fuck, I
So
see
you're
why
s-
people simplify that shit.
So you're saying it might take the whole year, but you'll get it done.
Not No, that game is the stretch goal. Uh,
Okay.
that's
Well,
not that's not gonna be the one that gets released this year.
I feel like in the past I've tried to set big goals and I failed miserably. So I think this year I might try to do little goals. So do you think that like publishing the one game that you're trying to do, I wouldn't say it's a little goal, but do you think it's obviously much easier to obtain that goal than it would be
It's Rocket
the
League
big?
Super Monkey Ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, it's a lot easier.
That's awesome. So what else?
uh,
You said you were looking at your other.
and the third one's a platformer. That could get done this year if I had a dedicated artist to work with. That wouldn't be terribly difficult to code and handle.
I'm trying
Um,
to think.
However, the final boss moves. Because fuck you.
So you're saying if any listeners out there do any artist work, any graphic designs or anything, you should contact Alex.
I like 16-bit art styles.
There you go.
Eight, well, like 8.5.
Yeah.
That range, like that Shovel Knight, Chrono Trigger era art. I say
Well,
era, putting together two games that are vastly different timelines, but regardless, like that art style.
there's like chat forums and chat rooms out there. Well, I call them chat forums and chat rooms, but there's apps and things like that where artists like students go to and you can just pay and then they'll do the art and stuff for you. Um, are you would you pay or do you want is it like more volunteer work and get yourself out there? I think a lot of college students would do stuff like this for free as long as they can use it as like in their portfolio. So
I'd fucking absolutely give line credits.
yeah.
I fucking hate all my freelance work. Like, it was hard as fuck to fight for a byline, and it's like, I wrote this shit. Let me put my name on it, asshole.
Yeah.
Uh, so like, I'm steadfast in credits and bylines and stuff like that. I will always grant that. If you want to volunteer, that's cool. I appreciate it. But I'm not looking to hire anybody right now.
Yeah.
If somebody does want to chip in like pro bono, fucking, I'll break it down a fucking profit sharing situation, and that'll be payment.
I mean, this is a great. I mean, I wish I could do it, but unfortunately, I'm just not that capable of doing something like that. No, I see when I did business work with Butterface Beard Products, like I reached out to college students, and well, luckily I worked with them, but they were like doing graphic design and web design, and then graphic, all that good stuff, and they were like, oh, well, we'll do it for free as long as you just give us credit and let us use it for our portfolio. And I'm like, absolutely. It's just it benefits both of you. So if you are out there, you should definitely come
I
out.
don't like the not paying for stuff, and that's why I'm not out there looking for anybody or anything. But if somebody volunteers and says, "Yo, I'll do this for you for free," funny. Uh,
Sometimes,
Yo, I'll do
sometimes I
this
just
for
want to
you
know
for
if you're
free.
looking at me. I'm like,
Oh, your face is on two monitors, dog. So you have no visual feed for me that isn't delayed by 30 seconds.
so am I
And
looking at me right now?
you were looking at the back of a smaller head over there, yeah. And now the smaller head is looking at the back of your big head.
Ah, damn it! I wish they were facing each other like this, so I can look at myself like
Unfortunately,
mirror,
I can't mirror
mirrored.
it like that.
Yeah.
If I flip the direction on one, the other one will flip. Oh, excuse me, because it's
Well,
recording the screen. So how about you? What are your New Year's resolutions? Like, I understand big things are in the works. in
Uh,
Rob's household. What's going on?
so,
Eh,
well, like I
eh.
said before, I'm trying to think. Good segue. I like it. I'm trying. I'm trying to. So the one big thing, it was kind of leading up to this. If you listen to our past podcast, you would see this kind of leading up to this. And I know I haven't told Alex this, but like I've been really so a couple podcasts ago, I'm gonna spoil it for you. You should have already listened. But if in case you didn't, a couple podcasts ago I talked about, maybe giving up social media or for a little bit, or maybe dropping down to a dumb phone. They call it dumb phones now, but it's like flip phone or regular Nokia phone, and just try to disconnect a little bit, try to minimize my exposure to the internet. And I tried it, and it didn't work out as much as I thought it would be. It is what it is. Um, but
I
with that
think you went
said,
with too big of a diet. Is the
yeah,
problem?
I was
I
going
was
too cold turkey.
Yeah, yeah. I was trying to tell you, like, keep YouTube
Yeah,
on the roster. It's drop Facebook and a few other things
yeah,
outside of business, but like you got that business taste on your tongue. You're like, I need another
I
hit.
know, I know. It just sucks. Um, but no, I've been watching a lot of documentary. My wife and I, actually, Kristen and I, have been watching some documentaries on minimalistics, like just
Minimalism.
decl yeah, minimalism, just decluttering is your life. And I think, right now we're watching. She's actually watching a documentary as we speak, and I'm gonna go watch it with her after this. It's like tidying. It's like a whole series just came out like I think a week ago. It's basically about just a woman comes into your house and she basically tells you, you and your spouse fight. I mean, everybody fights about money, and I understand that. But there's other things that people fight about. And one of the things that Chris and I we argue about, when I say fight, I mean argue because you fighting is this is so
Mm-hmm.
graphic. But one of the things is, we just have too much stuff, or it's too dirty and I'm stepping on stuff. I don't know. It's just too weird. So we've literally, like, recent my goal one of my goals for 2019 is to eliminate, I would say, I'm going to eliminate 60% of my stuff and only have what's more necessary. Like,
For those
obviously,
playing the audio only game, that was a sharp and quick eyebrow raise.
yeah. Well, so
Wow.
let me elaborate real quick. Okay. So I'm not saying give up like, so they separate it in categories. So what do you need to survive a daily thing? I'm not, I need my cell phone, I need my wallet, obviously I need clothes, I need a computer, I mean, things like that. So, and then after that you separate to what do you want? Okay, so you talk about the things that you want. Like, I would love more gaming consoles because I want to play Nintendo Switch with my friends and things like that. And then you talk about what do then you look at what do you have, and then you just kind of look at, you just evaluate like how much. So I used to collect things. I used to collect these little things called HeroClix, but I stopped. I don't. I haven't gone. I don't know. To me, it's a waste. I've wasted over $1,500 on these HeroClix in time, not all at once. But it's just like I don't do anything with them, and it just clutters up my room. And
Well, you're not going to whatever the equivalent to Friday Night Magic is for HeroClix
yeah, I'm not going to
anymore.
the. Yeah, I'm fortunate.
If you did, like, they'd have a purpose.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. So, like, okay, so I bet you every man, well, most of every man that I know of, there's probably the core five shirts that you wear the five shirt, your favorite five shirts. Everyone has five shirts that are like the solid crew, the five crew that you wear all the time. Then you have your work clothes, that if you have to wear like a uniform and stuff like that, and then you have like dress stuff. So I went through my clothes and I looked at my five shirts, okay, and I was like, okay, I'll add two more to them that I really like. But then I just kind of like, I haven't wore this tank top in a year and a half, thrown it away. I haven't wore this basketball jersey in 3 years, thrown away. But the problem is in your mind when you start throwing away stuff, you put it in a pile first, and then you look at the total amount what you spent on it, and that's why people hold on. That's one of the reasons why people hold on to
It's a
things,
sunk cost fallacy.
because yeah, you're just like, oh my gosh, like I spent like 2 grand on all this stuff, and you're telling me like, I don't know. So, long story short, that's what I plan on doing. Me and my wife are planning on doing. We're not going to get rid of everything. I still have all my favorite clothes. I still have hats. I still have 3 pairs of shoes that I like. I still have my PlayStation. I'm just not going to do excess. buying of stupid things that mean nothing to me. Like we have picture albums, which are great, but do we really need to put 1,000 pictures on the wall? Probably not, because there's picture frames and things like that. And it's just, and if I read a book, I would keep the book, but I'm not going to buy a book and then just put it on a shelf. This is just me. Now, this is my opinion. I'm not going to just buy a book that I haven't read or never plan on reading and just put it up there just to look good. Because to me, that's a waste. That's cluttering. The
Yeah.
less I have to worry about. I mean, Einstein had the same pair of fucking pants every day. He had like he had a different pair. He had an outfit for 6 days out of the week, but it was the same outfit, but it was a different shirt. Next day was a different blue shirt, but it was the same blue shirt. If that makes sense.
It
And
was a different individual of the same article of clothing.
yes, and he says the reason why I did that is because people waste too much time trying to think about what they're gonna wear
Yeah.
when no one gives a shit. Just do what you need to do. You
Yeah.
can waste your time doing other things.
It's Steve Jobs did that. Zuckerberg does it. Um, uh, a bunch of like
Yeah,
high profile people do that same thing where their outfit every day going to work is
yeah.
exactly the same.
Now
And
I
nine
I
times
think
out of 10 it's like a pair of jeans or slacks,
yeah,
usually a plain colored t-shirt, and then a sports jacket.
yeah, and it's just we're just I mean we want to try to do this. It's not saying it's going to be successful. I mean there's obviously things that like I don't really need but I have to have kind of things, and we're trying to eliminate it because it's just another way of saving money, and that's just what we're trying to do. We're trying to declutterize, start fresh, and save money. And the cool thing is, if you ever move from a house or from when you move out, you're gonna be packing up all your stuff, and then while you're packing up, you're gonna be like, wow, I really never use this anymore. Maybe I
Why the
should just.
fuck do I still have this?
Yeah. Now
Hmm.
there's things. Obviously, I'm not gonna throw away my hero clicks, but they're gonna be packed away, and I'll probably never and maybe one day I'll get back into them. But it's just decluttering eyes and just kind of I don't know. So that's
We actually plan on doing the same thing this spring. Um,
yeah. I mean, well, that's why they call it spring cleaning. It's like kind of starting fresh. Like
we usually do it in fall. We're
yeah,
weird. We're 6 months out from that cycle for some reason.
hmm
But this spring we're gonna go through and like shred the closets and
yeah.
empty the fucking closets and the little stash spots all over the house because everybody's got those.
Oh yeah.
It's out of sight. Doesn't bother me none. Places where they put crap that they don't need. Uh,
Yep.
we're gonna fucking just raise them to the ground. Like it's the orcs
Yeah,
trying to siege goddamn
I can't build
Minas
there.
Tirith.
I can't build there.
You must construct more pylons.
Yeah.
Uh,
um, oh, nerd jokes. If you don't know,
yeah.
shame on you. Anyway, so that's one thing. I actually and then the other ones are just simple stuff. Just I'm gonna be more healthy. I'm not saying I'm gonna diet more, but I do miss the keto diet. I think we're gonna go back on it when we move, which leads me to my next thing, which is mostly my wife and I are buying a house, a second house would be my second house. So we are moving. So the goal is to move into the house and go back on the diet, be more healthy, do this minimalistic thing. And I think the goal that is a little bit bigger that I really really want to do, like you want to publish your game. I am so devoted and I am obsessed with this podcast. I think it's great. What Alex and I are doing is wonderful, and if more people want to be involved, that's awesome. I have interviews with people. Alex is has talked to people, and he's going to talk to people probably in the future more. I'm going to talk to people. We're going to have guests. I think next week we have a guest coming in, and it's just
In
I
theory.
want to, yeah, I want to you know, take it to a higher level. I'm not saying it's going to be like huge, but I just want to keep it going. I think this is great. Um, yeah. So my goal, those are my goals. Yeah, that's my goals. That's what I'm doing. What do you do? No,
Publishing a
not you.
game.
No, not you. The
Oh, the
audience.
viewer at home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
playing the audio or visual games at home. Little couch
But
on
no, I mean,
fire ASMR.
yes. But no, I mean, dude. But I challenge everyone. Hands down. Just kind of look at the shit that you have. You know, you keep sitting there like, I need to go to the gym and work out. I need to go to the gym and work out. You know how much useless spending we spend, money wise. I don't know. It's like, see,
Yeah, why?
I just get involved in
Fuck
these
the
little,
gym.
yeah, declutterize your life.
Seriously,
Yeah.
fuck the gym. Just do some push-ups, you fucking lazy asses. Like,
Oh, oh, real quick. I'm gonna bring this up because Alex and his brother Dave are helping me build a computer. So basically, that's definitely something I wanted to finish before the end of spring. And that is
did
my
we
goal for the
finally
end.
get a confirmation email about that?
I
I
have
haven't
no
looked.
idea. I'll look right now while we're talking. But no.
Yeah,
So
I
Alex,
bought him the case. So like, he bought me the
yes,
chair. I bought him this computer case. This
and he
solid.
didn't have to. He didn't have to do that, but
You
I
didn't have
had
to
to
get
buy
me
him
the
it.
fucking
No,
chair,
I had to
asshole.
buy you a chair. I had to buy you a chair. That was a work expense. I put it on the credit card. I never got the confirmation email. Oh, no, no, never did. Unless it's like under like some weird shit, like
Might have been
I
some
don't know.
weird auto filter
Yeah,
thing or something or other.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, as long as you know that it's as long as you have something going on. When I just need to know when it gets here because I live in an apartment complex and they're fucking
Yeah,
stingy. Yeah,
yeah,
they
and
hold
they
that
get
shit.
fucking. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
So
we'll have some delivery drivers take the shit up to our door, knock 3 times, like, and those are the fucking knocks, and then they'll just wander off and leave a note. We
you
have other
ever
people who will just leave the shit sitting there, and other people like fucking gorilla banging on the goddamn door like assholes.
you ever see like during the holidays videos like on the news like watch this mailman just walk up to the bottom of the stairs, chuck their fucking package at their door, and just walk away.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like,
I laugh
what the
because
fuck,
I like
man?
I know it hasn't happened. Well, I don't think it's happened to me, but I hate to say it, but I'm an asshole. I'd probably do the same thing if it's a holiday and I'm working 50 hours a day or something. I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm just gonna
Especially
throw
during
this.
a government shutdown for
No,
low.
oh Jesus. Yeah. Are we gonna get our taxes, our W-2s?
Actually, yes, that's been confirmed. The IRS
Okay.
actually released a statement today confirming that they're going to give everybody their tax money back. So, hey, good news. Sorry if that's being broke to you here. Uh,
Well, don't be sorry because if that, I mean,
that it's
people,
good information to have.
people, people would riot. Like,
People should riot. Period. The non-essential employees should
yeah.
not be paid for on the taxpayer dollar. I'm just saying.
What was
Unpopular
it?
opinion.
Well, my whole thought process, if they were not going to give us our W-2s, I was like, okay, so the IRS is shut down. They're not going to give us our W-2s. So why is taxes still coming out of my paycheck? Oh, that will
Okay.
never end. That will never end.
Taxation is theft anyway. Don't get me wrong. I believe in the validity of the state, and I believe in a lot of state-based programs.
Yeah.
Food stamps, NIC, the whole works. Um, I do genuinely believe in them, but holy fucking fuck, tax! Like, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. It's still theft.
Yeah.
If you don't pay your taxes, they will kidnap you and lock you in a fucking cage. It's protection money from those people.
And there is
And if you're gonna
famous
take
people that are probably crying right now hearing this because it's totally true.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people dislike that because they believe in the net result, and they think
Yeah.
the net result changes what the action is, and like, no, the action is still the action, which is
Yeah.
theft, and like, I
Well,
also accept the theft, but
well,
it's
I think
theft, you know.
Well, I think companies should when they
Should pay
say
their
if you
fair
got
share.
yeah well I would say if you get hired from a company and they look at you and you're okay, we're gonna give you $50,000 a year. The number they give you should be the number you make after
The take home.
taxes.
Yeah,
The
agreed.
take
And
home.
well,
So
that's actually a negotiation issue on the part of the citizens. I will argue that one. Should negotiations take place in take home? Yes, absolutely.
yeah,
But like, that's on us. the onus is on us to change that and start having those negotiations in
I mean,
take home.
it should be transparent, just like if you go to a restaurant and there's calories on the menu. It should be the same goddamn thing. It should be.
Yeah.
This
If you're
is
gonna
what
serve
I'll
duck,
give you.
tell me it's duck. Don't tell me it's
Yeah.
chicken.
Like, okay, well, all right. So the offer is 50,000, but your take home would be 42. So
That's really generous.
yeah, I'm just shooting in the ballpark. Obviously, I don't. But I
Oh
was
man.
just shooting.
Yeah.
I was shooting in the ballpark. So yeah, okay, fine. Your take home will be 36. That sounds more about right.
A
So
little closer.
a little bit more than half, just a little smidge.
And yeah, and it's so stupid how we have like volumes upon volumes of tax code that are all valid. Nobody knows what exceptions apply to what. Like, cut the tax code down to 2 pages.
Yeah.
There's no reason we can't do that. There's absolutely none. It's ridiculous. How about that be a New Year's resolution for the government? Like, cut the tax code down to 2 pages, motherfuckers. Please.
You know,
I don't
you know-
care what you decide on for the rates. Just cut it down, so that we can
You
all
know-
understand what's happening.
You know what I might do? Because so every famous YouTuber or every famous podcaster or just famous people, they have like their brand, Couch on Fire podcast, but they have like a slogan that they'll say it with it. And maybe Alex should have his own personal
Oh, God.
stuff that says tax.
Taxation is theft. That's
Yes.
such a libertarian tagline. Like, and vast majority of those people are anarcho-capitalist assholes who are like, I don't believe in the validity of the state at all. Every man for themselves, and like, those people are
Well,
assholes.
this is
Like,
what you
they're
gotta
wrong.
do. You gotta don't actually put taxation is theft. You need to like do like emojis and some funny dark thing where the dumb people buy it because it's cool looking and they don't know what the fuck it means, and then the smart people think it's funny that the dumb people are buying it, so they want to buy it. You see what I'm saying? There's clothing companies out there that literally
That do the
like,
ironic marketing.
they do
Yeah.
the ironic marketing, and it the smart people get it because they think it's funny and ironic, and but then the dumb people just think it's cool looking and they don't fucking understand. There's been so many times because I fall in the middle. I'm either one, but
It's a
I
per
do,
topic basis, though. Everybody has that. Is it in your wheelhouse?
yeah. So it's
You
just
know?
one of those things. Yeah, it's just people are like, oh, like I don't know. Yeah, I think that'd be.
I'm a big fan of the no step on snake. You're familiar with the "Don't tread on me" flag, right?
Yes, absolutely.
The yellow snake. Well, it's a version of that. It's all misspelled and it's written in crayon. It's drawn in crayon. Like, it's hilarious. I think it's the funniest goddamn thing ever. No step on snake. Like,
But-
just
I bet you there's some angry people out there. I can
it will piss a lot of people off, but like, fuck it. It's something I find to be funny.
Dude,
I think it's hilarious.
That's what sells. I hate to tell you, sex sells, and pissing people
Hilarity.
off sell. You need to piss off people either from the left or the right in the world to make money. I hate this. I mean, I'm telling you, Kim Kardashian, this fucking bitch, makes so much money. She is so rich, but I think there was a poll of 2018. It said
You're
the most
angry
hate-
at her because you're jelly.
Yeah, it's the thing. There's a poll of 2018 that said most hated celebrity was Kim Kardashian, but yet because you hate her so much, that's what drives some people. That's what drives them to like it. Like people, Apple. Okay, Apple
Oh, yeah,
computers.
those people. Those
Apple com-
okay, I'm gonna talk about that for a second. Those,
Yeah.
I like it because I don't, and because other people don't.
Yeah.
Like, you're an asshole. Find something you genuinely like and support that instead.
Stop
Because
following.
everyone thinks you're an asshole. Like,
You don't have
honest
to-
to God.
You don't have to be a leader, but don't follow. Be yourself. Just be content with
And you
yourself.
don't have to be contrarian about fucking everything, including what fucking t-shirt you're gonna goddamn wear. Like, relax. Find something you actually like because it's nice and it brings you joy as it is.
People make fun of me for drinking Blue Moon. They're like, "Oh, that's a light beer." Like I like Coronas. That's a light beer.
Fuck
Blah,
it.
blah,
Like
blah,
what
blah.
you like, man.
Yeah.
Like, there isn't enough time in the world
Perfect.
to,
That is
to
a perfect way
worry
to.
about this shit.
That is a perfect way. 2019. You guys should listen. Listen to Alex. Like what you like.
Seriously, like what you like, and
No, it's good.
because you
That's a good
like
idea.
it, like
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it's goddamn my the pony thing, My Little Pony,
Oh yeah.
the Twilight, yeah, that's My Little Pony, right? Okay, yeah, I don't care if you're a brony, I really don't. I don't know why I knew that one before I knew the name of the show. But
Wow.
just like what you like, man. Just like it earnestly. Be nice and be compassionate about it. Do not raptor fuck people who are just coming to your interest. Like, oh, you're not a real fan of this. Fuck you. You're not a real fan of this. Or you try to share that joy with other people.
It's funny. So I work a lot around a lot, and they say once they hit a certain age, they just don't give a fuck. They just tell people what it is. They like what they like. And they just don't care. But why can't you start that at a young age? Like
Yeah.
I'm 32, and people ask me all the time, "What do you like to do?" Oh, I like watching drama shows on MTV. I'll watch Are You the One? I'll watch Teen Mom. I'm that sucker that watches those stupid game shows that are 100% fake, but I'm
I
drawn
can't
into it.
stand them.
Yeah, I
Do you,
know.
man?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
judge on that shit. Yeah, I've never judged on that. Well, no, I
Oh
probably
no,
have.
yeah. Everybody's
However,
judging. Fine.
however, like,
Is it gonna
why?
change me? Is it gonna stop me from watching it? No.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
value.
So,
I
so what am I getting out of that negativity?
Yeah. I value Alex's opinion, but I'm still gonna do me, and I feel like
Yeah,
the same. He values my opinion, but he's still not gonna love Trump.
yeah. Well, I mean, he's a fucking buffoon. I gave him the best chance I could, man. I really did.
I just
Uh,
my whole man, it's been a while since I said something about it. I really tried.
do you want to hit the next episode and then break ground running about this dumb fuck wall?
Oh my god, if you want to talk about the wall a little bit, I'm down. Let's do this. Thank you for listening to this episode. Check out our next one. It's about the wall.
Next time on Dragon Ball Podcast.